In all my years at the EPO, I have never seen such a gross negligence of an agent's responsibilities.
All right. That seems like a bit of an exaggeration.
No jokes. I don't want to hear any of it.
We woke up in the middle of the forest after who knows how long and walked 20 whole miles before hitching a ride back here. I'm too pissed and tired to joke around.
How about instead of getting pissed, you just let us handle it? We'll fix this mess.
No, you two clearly can't be trusted with him. I'm sending a team to finish what you three couldn't. While you two were indisposed, Fenix came back in the middle of the night and was seen leaving Uwata Falls with unmarked cases.
Ooh, whatever was in those cases seems to have you annoyed.
Normally, tracking down a barely trained agent with no discernible skills would be child's play. The problem is that it's not. Watts, I need you to check your lab. See if Fenix may have taken anything that could help keep him hidden from us.
Oh, believe me, if he took any of my stuff, there's nowhere on this God's green earth he can hide from me.
You look nervous, and I know not much can do that to you. Jason going AWOL definitely shouldn't have you in this kind of state.
It's not Fenix that's the problem. It's the one that wanted him under careful watch.
You mean the director?
She's not happy. And when she's not happy, well, you know why she shouldn't be unhappy.
Yeah, I'm aware. Who's she got handling the situation?
Only a select team of agents that I trust and myself. No one else needs to be involved.
Not even the Technomancy unit?
That depends entirely on what Miss Watts discovers.
Son of a bitch!
And there we go.
That bastard stole my anti-tracking equipment. My security tapes caught him in the act. It's no wonder you haven't been able to find him.
Explain yourself.
Ugh. What he took were devices that I invented to help me remain undetectable from the EPO if I ever needed to go dark. And that bitch gets to take it for a test run before I do.
Undetectable how?
What I mean is that you can't find him through facial recognition, satellite imaging, gait recognition, and electronic paper trails. He could be wearing a sign saying, "I'm Jason Fenix," while ringing a cowbell, and you still wouldn't be able to find him.
I'd praise your ingenuity if it wasn't the reason we're not making any progress. You invented the equipment. How quickly can you devise some way of finding him?
I don't know, a couple of months maybe.
You're joking.
What's there to joke about? When I invent something, it works, usually. That's the point of being a genius. You thought I would make it easy to find me?
I'm gonna do you a favor and save you the headache. Just stop while you're ahead, King.
What about you then? Can you find Fenix through some tracking spell?
Okay, now you're just being insulting. You didn't think I'd forget there were magically inclined agents here, did you? That's where Elijah came into the equation.
Is she saying what I think she's saying?
What can I say? Maybe we wanted to take a week off in Vegas without you breathing down our necks.
Where do you think the extra funding we get for some of my equipment comes from, Mama loves the tables.
Bottom line, I won't be able to find him.
Then you two are of absolutely no use to me. You have 2 hours to collect all your belongings and vacate the space.
What? What? Are you serious?
You don't have the authority to do that.
Maybe not, but the director does. Get your shit out of here ASAP.
Hold on, let us look for Jason. We may have had a hand in making him impossible to find, but we're the only ones that know him better than anyone else.
He's right. We'll find him. All we need is 72 hours.
You get 48. If you don't have him by then, your little Technomancy Project will be shut down. Permanently.
I don't say this often, Elijah, but we're royally boned. Even if I worked 47 hours straight, I still wouldn't be able to find Jason. I always knew I'd be my own worst enemy, but I never saw it happening like this.
I might have an idea, but if I'm honest, it's kind of a stretch.
Look, we don't have a lot of time, so any idea is better than sitting here with our thumbs up our butts. What do you got? You know, the DSE floor always sounds like how I'd imagine hell would. All those tortured groans and moans. All that's missing is the crackling from all the fire.
Maybe once this is all over, then we can visit. Then you wouldn't have to imagine anymore.
Ha ha, you're so funny. Are you sure she can help us? I've read her personnel file. I don't see how speaking to ghosts is going to help us find Jason. I mean, unless he's already dead.
I know what she's capable of, and I think she can really pull it off. Here's her office. Now, remember, play nice.
Yeah.
Come in. Well. If it isn't the grumpiest warlock in Uwata Falls. How you been, Eli?
It's good to see you too, Felicia. Could be better if I'm being honest with you.
Knowing you, I don't doubt that it could be.
Yeah, you got me there. How about you?
Oh, I'd be doing great if I wasn't stuck behind this desk all day. It's weird. Risking my life out on the field felt more fulfilling than overseeing assignments and coordinating teams.
Not surprised. Helping people was always more your speed than pushing papers or leading meetings. Oh, right. Felicia, this is my partner, Allie Watts. She and I founded the Technomancy unit I told you about.
Pleasure to meet you. Elijah's never mentioned you before.
The pleasure's all mine, Allie. And I'm not surprised. Eli's never been one to talk about friends. It's always nice to meet the newest partner tormented by Elijah's glistening personality.
Anyway, Allie and I need your help finding someone. A team member of ours. Goes by the name Jason Fenix.
About yay high, brown hair and eyes, olive skin, has a face that only a scientist would want to experiment on.
I'm familiar with the name. Why, what happened?
Long story short, he went AWOL. Found out some things he didn't like and stole Allie's ANSI tracking equipment to become invisible. We've got 48 hours to find him or else Allie and I will be out of the job.
I'd like to help, but I'm not sure I can.
Well, that's what I said. No offense. Seriously, just not really seeing the benefits of talking to dead people being helpful in finding someone that doesn't want to be found.
It's more than just communing with the dead.
He's right. For me, it's more than just speaking to the deceased. Think of the spirit plane as something similar to an online forum. I can speak to one spirit who can speak to another, and they can speak to another, and so on.
Okay, that's really useful in gathering information, but we're on a time crunch. He could be anywhere in the country by now.
Yeah, time and space work differently in the spirit world. An hour out here is almost a year there. And a 1,000-mile trip to Japan out here is a hop and skip away.
It's not an exaggeration when they say mirrors are portals to the spirit world. They're windows, too. The spirits she speaks to can scour the entire country for any sightings of Jason.
Well, that'd be incredibly helpful. I don't see the problem here then.
Neither do I. If you're worried about getting in trouble, you shouldn't. This is only going to stay between the three of us, I promise you.
That's not the problem.
What do you mean?
I'm swamped at the moment. I've been coordinating a team for this case that's been on my desk for the past month.
Oh, a month? No offense once again, but how have you not been able to get someone on this?
We've been spread pretty thin lately. There's been a noticeable spike in demonic cases throughout the country. Infestations, oppressions, and possessions. I mean, the Vatican has been working closely with the DSE requesting our full resources.
That doesn't feel like a coincidence.
Okay, don't get any funny ideas, Eli. Those assignments are strictly for DSE agents, a role that you no longer occupy.
Don't worry, that's not our biggest concern. King told us to find Jason, and seeing as you're occupied, it's back to square one. Maybe we can just hop to another dimension and grab a Jason from one of those.
Hold on. Felicia, if Allie and I help you out with that case, would that free you up enough to help us out?
Well, Elijah, we don't have the time for that. King gave us 48 hours to find Jason. That was almost an hour ago.
Felicia's still our best shot at finding him quickly. Besides, we've got this. Overwhelming odds usually bring out our best work.
Oh, fine. Beats having to fight alternate universe me over ownership of Jason.
Glad to turn you around on that.
Yeah, hi. You're forgetting something? I haven't even agreed to your deal yet.
Come on, Felicia. You've worked with me before. I'm no stranger to these kinds of assignments. I promise you, Allie and I can deal with whatever issue needs to be dealt with.
You'd have to be under my supervision. Follow my orders to a T.
Whoa. You don't have to watch over the two of us.
Unfortunately, that's not up to you. Besides, how else will I explain the two of you working on one of this department's cases?
Ooh, she's got you there.
Yes, I do. Bonus for me is that I now have an excuse to get away from this desk and work on the field again. Come on, let's take the gateway and I'll tell you more on the way.
Fine. Where are we going?
Manhattan. Over the past month, there have been 5 murders all throughout New York within the homes of the victims. 1 in Brooklyn, 3 in Manhattan, and another in Harlem. Although the NYPD have confirmed that there were no signs of forced entry, there were definite signs of a struggle in each home. Any and all suspects have airtight alibis to the night of each murder.
Okay, and this is the part where the paranormal lead comes in, yes?
Exactly. The only discernible connection between all 5 victims was that they had all recently purchased a painting sometime before their death.
Huh. Very macabre for an artist. Fucker must enjoy snuff films too.
Oh, seriously, he's got a real attraction to blood and gore.
Each painting was part of the last set in the final collection of the late artist Anthony Pagonis. He died in his sleep 2 months prior at the ripe old age of 32. The autopsy reports chalked it up to an overlooked gas leak.
In our line of work, police autopsy reports never get the full story. What really killed him, and how is his death connected to his paintings?
Our forensics teams determined that Pagonis' corpse had faint traces of death magic found within him. We're working on the theory that he was cursed by an enemy that wanted him dead and to destroy his reputation at the same time.
Smart. Slandering his name by making his final collection of paintings slaughter anyone who purchases them.
Thankfully, we recovered the 5 paintings and have them under lock and key. Although they still emanate a faint aura of death magic, the paintings have been dormant.
So, what's the problem here?
The problem is that his agent reported there being 7 paintings in Pagonis' final collection. The remaining 2 are out there somewhere in the city. We just don't know where.
Okay, check his invoices for buyer records.
Unfortunately, those invoices don't exist. Pagonis' agent informed us that he sold his paintings to customers without any physical or digital documentation of their information. He accepted the payment in cash as well, so no paper trail either.
Well, that's annoying and suspicious.
Tracking down those paintings before anyone else gets killed will take more time to do than we have to give.
It's not an ideal investigation. We've had teams sweep through Pagonis' home and came up with nothing. But surely the heads of the Technomancy unit can find what no one else can.
Ooh, blatant and obvious flattery to feed my ego? Crude, but effective. I knew I liked you.
It's how she grows on you. Alright, his home is a better place to start than anywhere else.
Glad to have you on board. You going off on your own would have given me more paperwork and headaches than I'd care for.
You're just saying that now because you got a big old fancy office.
With a significant pay raise. Now let's go.
Woof, I thought artists were supposed to be starving. Living in a place like this must cost a fortune. Elijah, look at this. This guy has 2 kitchens. 2 separate kitchens.
Please don't make a midnight snack. Even for you, that'd be in poor taste.
Oh, I have more tact than that. Besides, artists like him are all about that vegan lifestyle and drinking cleansing juices. Oh, so gross.
Let's not get distracted. We have 4 entire floors to canvass for clues. All right, how do you guys want to do this? Each take a floor and meet back here on the first?
What are we, the Scooby Gang? I'd rather not waste time. We've got 44 hours and 34 minutes left in King's deadline.
And what do you propose we do?
Lucky for you, I always keep something on me that can help with this. Here you go.
Is that an ultrasonic vibrational emitter?
Oh, you're familiar with this kind of tech?
I've worked closely with the PSRI a few times in the past, so I'm familiar with some of their designs.
Don't get her started.
Their designs? If it wasn't for me, they'd only be able to scan a bathroom at best. I'm the one that made it what it is today.
And now she's started.
Even now, I've improved on my older model. Not only can it accurately scan large environments to create exact blueprint models and pinpoint abnormalities within the space, it can also detect the level of threat we could face.
She color-coded the threat level too.
Oh, just a variety of colors. Blue is for cryptids, green is for extraterrestrials, yellow is for enhanced humans, purple is for magical threats.
Oh, looks like it's done. Wow, this holographic model is impressive.
Thank you.
Well, looks like you guys did miss something. Look, over here, on the 3rd floor.
That's weird. The blueprints we got on the house didn't show us that room. And it's red. What does that mean?
Occult or pagan rituals.
Starting to look like your working theory isn't working out so well.
Don't be smug. It's not a good look for you.
Yeah. What's that room next to it?
According to his agent, that should be the space where Pagonis painted his works.
Starting to think he did more than just paint pretty little pictures. Let's go check it out.
Is there any way your tech can let us know what kind of occult or pagan ritual we'll find up there?
Not currently, no. There's way too many nasty things out there to catalog them all accordingly.
We'll just have to keep on our toes.
Easy to say for someone who treats his body like a human canvas for magic warding.
Hey, I've offered to get you the same protection. You're the one that said no.
They're pretty to look at, but not my style.
Not to mention, they're wildly overkill.
When you've seen the things that I have, you'd think differently.
Yes, I know. You have seen horrors and truths so dark that hell itself would come undone. You're like a really emo Hallmark card.
Ha.
You finally found the words I would use to describe him. That should be the door to the studio.
The forensics team would have done a thorough sweep of the room, so no point in looking for any hex bags or totems or any cursed objects.
What we're looking for is some way to get us into the next room. If my calculations are correct, which they always are.
Bullshit!
Shut up. If they're correct, then there should be some kind of entranceway into the space where my scanner picked up traces of occult activity.
You don't think there's some kind of hidden switch, do you? Like those bookshelf doorways you see in the movies?
Seeing as there's only half-finished canvases and painting supplies lying around, I'm gonna say no.
Let's just think about it for a minute, okay? So, no visible way to get in and undetectable from our occultic forensics team.
Process of elimination would dictate that it can't be any type of magical warding or an illusory spell. They're the standard that we check for, and nothing of the sort was found.
So, we've got to think out of the box. Way out.
Okay. I can physically touch the wall. As far as I can tell, my mind isn't being influenced into turning the other way or forgetting that what we want is on the other side.
From my experience with fanatics of the occult or paganism, the way in is usually paid with a toll. A toll that a loyal servant gives willingly. Every time.
So like a magic gumball spell? You got a quarter for a gumball?
Incredibly dull way of looking at it, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, 2 questions then. What's the toll, and who's it being paid to?
Well, that's why you brought me here, isn't it? Hand me a knife.
I don't have one.
Here.
Thanks. Blood given willingly is a gift accepted graciously.
That's amazing. How do you know blood was the toll?
I didn't. Blood is just the first thing I would usually try. I figured if barbaric sacrifices were the game, blood and death are what they crave.
Let me see your hand before you get an infection. How many times have I told you to stop cutting the palm of your hands?
Thanks. It's funny. I hadn't felt a damn thing since I stepped into this place, but now all I feel is this overwhelming sense of death.
There's more to it than that. Whoever was brought into this room never came back out. I can feel the despair and fear emanating from the room.
Yeah, all I feel is a draft. I'll let you two do what you do best. I'm gonna do what I do best.
You don't want to come with?
Not really. Once you've seen one sacrificial kill room, you've seen them all. I'll, check his computers. Pagonis may be a pagan worshiper, but he's still of the 21st century.
Well, let's go see what dusty old pagan won the heart of our little necromancer.
Just like old times, huh?
This is a lot of blood.
My head.
You okay?
Just a headache. Every step I take, I can feel the echoes of their screams pulsing in my ears.
Take it easy. Deep breaths. And go slow.
I'll be fine. Thanks. I see something on the walls. I can barely make anything out. Another painting, maybe?
Maybe the answer we've been looking for. Illuminet viam.
Oh no. Is that who I think it is?
Afraid so. Kali, Hindu goddess of time, creation, destruction, and power. Gotta hand it to Pagonis. He really knows how to pick 'em.
That explains all the blood, too. This went from a class 4 danger to a class 2. I've got to alert the brass.
Don't. Not yet. If he was close to summoning Kali, we'd feel the repercussions. 5 out of 7 sacrifices would have been enough to cause some noticeable balance shift. But from the looks of it, New York seems the same as always.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But being involved with Kali can never lead to anything good. Invoking her in any way is dangerous.
Believe me, I know. Ugh, his Sanskrit sucks. He writes like an illiterate child.
I can make out some of the words. Offerings, blood, vitality, exchange, I think? Sanskrit isn't my strong suit.
It's alright. Almost all of it is just rambling on and on about the divinity and purity of Kali. What really troubles me is this single word here. You see? Rebirth.
I mean, that could mean a number of different things.
All of which would spell trouble. I know the screams are painful, but can you fight past the pain and see if you can hear anything about what happened?
I can try. Give me a moment. I couldn't get much. The people that were murdered in this room, their agony is so loud. What little information I could get sounded like a shout from far away under all those screams.
What'd you hear?
Something about a ritual being held here, a way to receive otherworldly power. Then just the word liar over and over again.
Sounds scathing.
Scathing is right. The hard drive on his computer was wiped clean, but the internet never forgets. I found some chat logs that I think you'll find very interesting.
What'd you find?
Pagonis was frequenting some online chat rooms with other pagan fanatics on the dark web, spent months conversing with like-minded individuals about their praise and obsession with Kali. His most recent chat logs show that he invited 7 people to his home to perform a ritual to empower themselves.
7 guests, 7 paintings. No way that's a coincidence.
He double-crossed them when they got here, and sacrificed them, and used their corpses as an inspiration for his final set of paintings. A gift fit for a goddess like Kali.
I tracked the IP addresses of the people that he invited here and cross-referenced their information with missing persons reports. All 7 were an exact hit.
Any luck in finding the addresses of our victims-to-be?
Got 2 addresses, one in Queens, the other in Brooklyn.
We should get a move on then. Let's split up. Save us some time. I'll head to the place in Brooklyn. You 2 head for Queens.
Already texted you the address.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? The mages at the OMM haven't pinpointed how the paintings killed those people yet. You'd be walking into the situation blind.
It's because of what we're dealing with that I would do better on my own.
Did you just imply that I'd hold you back?
Don't take it the wrong way. There are just some things I can do that wouldn't put me at much risk, but not so much for the people around me.
Ugh, whatever you say. I'm heading for Queens. Felicia, you're free to tag along if you'd like. No skin off my bones if you don't.
If I have to be honest, I'm not worried that you'll get hurt on your own. I just know that you have a tendency to get darker than usual on your own, and I'm not sure that's good for anybody.
I promise I'll be fine. I've gotten a lot more tricks up my sleeve since the last time we worked together.
Fine. You check in as soon as you have ensured the safety of the civilians and safely secured the painting.
You got it. "9923 Harrison Avenue. This is it. It's late, so no one's around. But I better make sure no one else gets in the way. Domina Hestia, obsecro eos innocentia, ignorantia, malo propteria defende ac averde." That should keep the neighborhood watch out. Lights off, curtains drawn. And now the door is opening itself up to me. Either I'm too late, or it's a trap. Hello? Anyone home? I was having a smoke break outside my house and saw that your front door was open. Is anyone hurt? If you can hear me, let me know. Right. A fucking trap. I'm addressing the entity inside this home to show itself. Oh, fuck. A little roughed up, but they're still alive. That's good. Not sure how long they'll stay that way if I don't get them away from that monster. It's gonna be okay. I'm here to help. Just stay calm. Don't freak out, don't freak out. The thing, whatever it is, has its eyes on me. Just gotta figure out how to get you 2 out of the living room and away from that. This thing looks like the victim from Pagonis' painting. Clever bastard. He captured their dying souls at their last moment of agony into the paintings. It's watching me like a lion watching a zebra. Not sure when it'll pounce. Just keep talking, Elijah. Distract it. I know what he did to you, Anthony Pagonis. He lied to you, used you, Murdered you. And whatever it is he's still having you do, it's all for him, not you. Okay. Not trying to piss you off. Just trying to seal your ass back into the painting. Just need to get my hands on it first. Almost there. Oh, damn it!
I'm curious to know the kind of man that looks upon my Rakshasa and doesn't flinch.
You're Anthony Pagonis.
I was. Not anymore. What about you? A man that tries to conjure hellfire to kill my Rakshasa isn't an ordinary man.
Oh, not much to tell. I just moved in down the block. Came to ask for a cup of sugar. But enough about me. I want to hear more from the dead man in front of me.
Yes, I suppose I was dead for some time. Took a while to manifest, but there's been enough bloodshed for me to be here.
Thanks to... what'd you call them? Your Rakshasas? They don't look like any Rakshasa I've seen.
Not yet, they don't. Rakshasa are not only born, but they can be made. With Callie's guidance, I found a way. When you take a person's tortured soul and give it the means to slaughter innocents, they can transform.
Ingenious. But I gotta say, I prefer my demons naturally bred, not artificial. The flames of hell give them better authenticity.
Brave words spoken from a man a second away from having his heart eaten by an artificial demon. What compels you to speak this way to me, when you know I could kill you at any moment?
Well, it's a long story. In the past, I would have just skipped the small talk. Used any number of tricks to kill you and this abomination. But I got a new partner recently, and she never shuts the hell up. Personally, I found it annoying, but in these situations, a good way to keep your attention on me, you big idiot.
You're quite well versed in the manipulation of shadows. Safe to assume that you stole my offerings for Callie and hid them away somewhere safe?
That's what I came here to do. And while you got your hands tied here with me, your other Rakshasa to be in Queens has more than likely been dealt with before I can ascend.
You're right. For some time now, I couldn't feel its presence. I thought it was strange, but now I know that you, or someone you're allied with, is responsible.
Exactly. You lose, Pagonis. You don't get to come back better than ever. You get to suffer. At Kali's hands, no less.
You would think that, wouldn't you? But with you here, I'll still be able to fulfill my part of the bargain.
What the hell are you talking about?
7 Rakshasas were all I needed to hunt and accumulate the amount of souls required to ascend. I originally planned for quantity, not quality, but you... I can feel it inside of you. Your soul has much more merit. With you, I have more than enough.
I think you need to check again. I'm not pure of heart or anything like that. Far from it, if I have to be honest.
The purity of a soul is valuable, yes, but there are more things about them that have quality.
You're talking about their capability.
Exactly. What makes a person's soul more than others is what they can become, what they can do. Those that will never be more than ordinary will never have that quality.
Good or evil.
And you, my friend, are those rare exceptions where either choice is a possibility. A man capable of bringing salvation or causing damnation. A fine soul to offer the Lady Callie.
Fair point you got there. Here's a counterpoint. You don't want my soul, not really. I don't know you very well. Hell, I don't even like you. But giving Callie my soul, that will not end well for you.
Oh, that's not for me to decide. Everything I do is done in Kali's will. As the blood drains from your body, I will collect your soul at its last agonizing moments. Make peace with your god.
Fuck you. Son of a bitch. bitch turns his back on me. If this Rakshasa wasn't pinning me right now, I'd kick the smug bastard in his stupid head. Blood is draining faster than normal. The ritual must be speeding the process. Can't pass out. Feeling cold.
If only there was someone to keep you warm. What a shame.
You're not real.
Maybe. Maybe not. For your sake, I hope I'm not. Watching you die to this loser is just pathetic.
Shut up.
How did we find ourselves in this place? This life? So many choices you've made to get here. I could have told you they were all the wrong choice, but you never listen.
If you think I'm gonna start whining about the regrets in my life, then you should just leave, because I won't. I'd make the same choices again if I had the chance.
All of them?
No. Not all of them.
So you do miss me.
I miss a lot of things.
There you go again, being stubborn. Can't you just be honest with yourself?
I'm not going to die here.
I know you won't. Otherwise, we'll never meet again. And that'll mean Isaac wins.
He won't. Agni Kichavala, Ashut Konchala. Bando. My Sanskrit's not great. Sucks for you, that Hindi works fine too. I warned you. My soul is not up for grabs. Now you're gonna have to pay. Because of you, I've had to recall some old wounds. But in a way, that was helpful. Got a fresh reminder of why I'm doing any of this at all. So thank you. Earlier, you mentioned that you could feel the quality in my soul. A man capable of bringing salvation or causing damnation. Since you're a special case, I'm going to show you what true damnation is.
Elijah? Are you here?
I'm here. Just taking a minute to catch my breath.
Where's Pagonis? I thought he was here.
I handled him. How'd you know he was here?
The couple that you shadow traveled to us told us there was another man fitting his description in their home with you.
We suspected he was harvesting more sacrifices for his ritual. Wasn't hard to put the pieces together.
I suppose not.
There's a lot of blood here. What happened?
It's mine. Sorry. I got caught off guard.
What? We need to get you help immediately.
I'm fine. I drank an elixir to stop the bleeding.
Eli, you just lost what I'm assuming must be almost a liter of blood. You need to get it looked at.
I said I'm fine. Trust me. How'd everything go on your end? You guys run into any trouble?
No, none at all. The owners weren't home at the moment, so we were able to secure and contain the painting before it could do any damage.
That's good.
Eli, I've got to ask. What did you do with Pagonis?
I did my job.
Don't do that. Not to me. Tell me what you did.
Felicia.
I gave him what he deserved. End of story. Let's focus on the matter at hand.
Fine. Conversation's been tabled. For now. On our way here, one of the spirits I convened with earlier reported that they found Jason.
I've got the address to his last known location. Felicia will send us updated texts if he's on the move again.
Let me see. The address is familiar. I've been here before. Let's go. Felicia, thank you.
You don't have to thank me. You frustrate the hell out of me sometimes, but that's what friends do. Now go. You guys have less than 37 hours to go.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. Seriously, thanks for your help, Felicia.
Allie, you drive. I need a 4-hour nap in the back seat.
Hey, wake up! We're here! Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
What the hell?
We're here.
Was the water really necessary?
Would you rather I have slapped you?
Water's fine.
All right, this is the last known address that Jason was seen entering. Felicia says that her spirits haven't seen him leave this house in the past 7 hours.
Some cosmic force out there has to be fucking with us. Back to where it all started. The day we saved Jason. Only difference now is that it ain't gonna be as easy as last time. You can't see it, but there's warding all over the house.
Well, come on, share with the class.
Villa Magica Mando Tenua.
Jeez, overkill much? Are you sure it wasn't a gang of wizard delinquents tagging the place up?
Okay, you've been binging way too many CW shows.
Hey, we've all got our guilty pleasures. How long will it take us to get past the warding?
An hour, maybe 2.
Are you serious?
Let me put this in terms you might understand. That house is like a computer, and those glyphs and wards are like firewalls. You get where I'm going with this, right?
Okay, yeah, just do something about it before you get on my nerves.
Just trying to figure out where to start.
Well, color me impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
That's not me.
Oh. Well, then what the hell is happening?
Could be a few things. Each one is worse than the last. Come on. We gotta hurry while the wards are weakening.
Elijah? I was expecting to fight some cultists, but it looks like someone else did our job for us.
They're dead. Shit! Shit!
Okay, calm down.
A bunch of people are laying at our feet with their throats slit, Allie. This is the worst thing that could be happening right now.
That sounded like it was coming from upstairs.
That could be Jason.
In there! The door in the back, on the left!
Oh my god.
Jason?
Oh. Hello there. I didn't think anyone was left.
Yeah, you really got them all. Great job.
Allie.
We're here to bring you back, okay?
Allie.
Just step over all of the, bodies, and we can go home.
Allie!
What, Elijah?
Elijah. Oh. So you two are that. Elijah and Allie. Jason had some very nasty thoughts about the two of you.
Oh, shit. Not Jason.
I'm afraid not.
Whoever's wearing Jason like a meat suit, I suggest you get the fuck out of here or else.
A flawed creature such as yourself has no business commanding me to do anything. The influence and power I have could topple empires. The legions under my command far surpass yours. The ways in which I could rip and tear the two of you apart are endless. So, mind how you speak to me.
Fine. Then who are you?
And what did you do to Jason?
There's no merit in answering your questions, but today is a joyous day, so I'll indulge you. I am Belial, one of the 9 kings of hell. As for your friend Jason, I've only done what he asked of me.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that he asked to serve me in a way that only he could. In return, I'd give him the answer to the question that's been burning inside him all this time.
Bullshit. He would never do that.
You can only say that because you presume to know him. But you two never really did. Only a facade that he performed. You two don't have a clue what he really wanted.
Maybe, but no one in their right mind would willingly allow a demon to possess their body.
He did.
Wait. Earlier, you said that he asked to serve you in a way that only he could. What does that mean? Why him?
You really had no idea about why we've sought him out in the first place? I'd pity you if I didn't abhor your kind.
Enough mind games. You know that we can't let you leave, and we're both prepared for the worst if that's what it takes.
No, you're not. Besides, there's nothing you can do. Isn't that right, Elijah?
Yeah.
What? You're giving up?
Allie, for once in your life, just stand down. We're not ready for this. We can't stop him.
Of course not. You're only human. Designed to be weak and limited against forces older than yourselves. Everything's falling into place. The first domino has toppled, as will the rest. You cannot stop what is inevitably the end. Just bear witness and accept what will be.
What are you planning? What's your end goal?
For the Omega. I look forward to seeing your faces at the end of it all.
Oh, no. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Shit. I don't feel a pulse.
We're too late.
The Technomancy Project, Season 1, Episode 8, The Goetian Paintings. This episode was written by Josdon Thong. The role of Elijah was played by Josdon Thong. The role of Allie was played by Erin Nicole Lundquist. The roles of Jason and Belial were played by Daniel Lear. The role of Agent King was played by Sean King. The role of Felicia Douglas was played by Olivia Cafferey. The role of Anthony Pagonis was played by Hunter Logan. And the role of Adelaide Blake was played by Sage Reyes. The main theme was composed by Arjuna Woods, the end titles were composed by Sean King, and the Song of Belial was composed by Emily Consaga. If you liked this episode, please follow us on all our social media. Stay safe out there, waterfalls.